Dad and Geoff Bodine, to me, has to be like on the Mount Rushmore of rivalries in NASCAR. This one was, without a doubt, the most genuine.
Yes.
There was true hatred.
Yes.
Across both sides. The owners were sparring in the media, going back and forth at their drivers, respective drivers. The teams did not like each other and didn't mind showing that or sharing that animosity toward each other. Not the only rivalry, but one of the few that really got Bill France Jr.'s attention.
That's right.
Man. So, the moment in Days of Thunder where they, Bill France or the head of NASCAR brings the drivers in for the meeting. I mean, that's where that moment came from, out of the reality of the situation that Dad and Geoff Bodine were going through. And I hear from Rick Hendrick that Dad comes in the meeting and he's like, this, I'm going to tell you my side of it. And Bill France said, y'all are going to sit down and not say a word this whole time. I'm going to tell you how this is going to go. Neither you, Geoff Bodine, and you, Dale Earnhardt, are if you're going to race in my series, you're going to do what I tell you to do in terms of straightening up. You're not bigger than the sport. The sport will be here long after you, and it's your decision on how you want to proceed going forward. I mean, it was pretty matter of fact. I don't think there's anybody that could put Dad in his position, in that type of position, and hold him to that, other than Bill France Jr. So, but again, going back to that hatred and that pure Dad would lose his mind. Dad would go out on the track, and no longer was he worrying or thinking about the checkered flag or winning the race. It was, I'm going to wreck that car in front of me. I'm going to wreck Geoff Bodine as fast and as quickly as I possibly can. Yeah. Knowing that it was going to result in 5-lap penalties, or they invented a penalty box during the middle of that rivalry, and they put Dad in it.
Yeah.
He dared them, and they did, put him in that penalty box. And funny thing, man, when we had Kirk Shelmerdine in here, Richard Childress, even when Dad was basically just kind of throwing the race to be able to teach Geoff the lesson he thought he needed to teach him, Kurt and Richard had his back.
That's right.
They were like, yeah, man.
That's right.
Whatever he was willing, whatever he needed to do, we was going to handle it. I mean, everybody in the moment was like, what needed to happen happened.
That's the rivalry that still keeps on giving, especially for us doing a podcast, because we've had 5 or 6 people that all had some sort of role in that, or at least suffered the recourse from it. We've had the owners on it. We've had Chocolate Myers has been on the show. We've had, like you just said, Kirk Shelmerdine. Everybody had a perspective about that, including Geoff this year. So, we have had people weigh in on that, and that has been what's so fun. It keeps on giving. That is a real feud.
Hey, if you like that conversation, you got to listen to the entire podcast. The Dale Jr. Download is available on all major podcast platforms. Hey, guys, I'm here to tell you 3 reasons why I love our sponsor, Tire Pros. Number 1, Tire Pros loves cars as much as I do. Number 2, they have great service. Number 3, they're committed to getting you back out on the road. Plus, they've got this really cool logo.
Dale, that's 4 reasons.
And they have over 600 locations, 24/7 roadside assistance, a great selection, and a best-in-class tire warranty. Tire Pros, love the drive.